This is Ling Chi, brush painting for beginners from Oriental Art Supply. Today we're going to do one of the four gentlemen, which is the third one, Chrysanthemum. And since it's also representing fall, and now it's October, the beginning of the fall. So we are going to do it on the Semi-Sized Gold Xuan Paper, the gold. This is very moisture friendly. So for the beginners, you have trouble controlling the moisture. You'll have a good time with this one. I'm going to use two brushes, a small orchid bamboo, and for the flower, that's all one brush. And then I'm going to use the full lotus for the leaves. You're welcome to use large flow for the leaves. And the leaves is going to be the bath bottle ink. And then the flower is white flower, which we are using two whites. One is Sakura White and one is bleed-proof white. The Sakura White is a gouache white, so it's a little bit it's softer. So that's the first color we're going to use. We're going to load the Sakura first, and then we tip with the bleed proof. That will make our flower stands out more. So if you just use one white, it's not going to be as striking as when you use two whites. So the first white is Sakura White. The second is Dr. Martin's bleed proof white. So that's our second color for the flower. And then the bath bottle ink for the...
So you're choosing these two whites because in essence, one is more opaque. The Dr. Martens is more opaque and more striking.
Right.
And the Sakura is more translucent.
Right. That's the base.
So it's sort of like a classic take on the kind of darker versus lighter color, but you're using white. So you're selecting two different whites.
Right.
And you're just pulling the color out with the mixing brush.
Right. So I'm not adding much water to it.
So it's like a very inexpensive, short bristled, basically like a Western watercolor brush.
So yeah, it doesn't soak up too much color. You know, if you use your brush painting brush, then will soak up a lot of color into your brush, and then you don't get it on your dish. So that hard bristle mixing brush will give us so first I'm loading the Sakura White about, so it kind of milk like, it's about a quarter of the brush, and then I will tip the bleed proof white and to add intensity. So this subject is a little bit challenging than orchid and bamboo because it has multiple petals, but the petal is the same as orchid. And so if you have worked on a lot of orchid, then you will know that this is the same like a bracket. So you can see I'm doing on both sides. So kind of make it into like one toward the left, one toward the right. So they are hugging each other. Then so I'm building a ball. So everything is looking toward the center. So if your brush tip is too dry, it's pulling, then I would add a little liquid water on the. So I'm also trying to build the petal in and out so they don't line up like little soldiers. In the meantime, all my petals are looking to the center of the flower. Like my husband Ling Chi often says, fish looking for the same water. So you can see that every petal I'm building, I'm coming across with each other. I'm also building toward the center. Nothing is going away from the center. Also, another thing is very important, in and out, so they don't line up, but then at the end they are forming a circle. My hand kind of smudged a little bit on this one, so I'm going to make it up. So that's why this paper is very forgiving. I can go over on the top. All right, that I finished my flower. So now I'm going to use my full Lotus brush with just straight ink. Finish my chrysanthemum, white chrysanthemum on gold semi-sized paper.